So it's Friday, and I'm getting ready to pull into the gym, of course, and I stopped at a coffee shop today. This is the one that my student works at. I go in there and I bug him, and then he usually gives me free coffee, so it works out pretty well for me. But today's video comes from an email that I sent out a few weeks ago, and that email was into a response at the gym. If you guys want to see real quick, maybe we can take the camera off for a second, and I'll show what the gym looks like. So if you want to see that, where are we at? So that's our gym, and then right here is our CrossFit gym. So my buddy Joe, my business partner, he takes care of the CrossFit stuff, and he's the strongest human being I know. I think we're gonna do some workout videos together soon. There we go. But anyway, so there we go. So in the email, I got this sort of nasty email, not really nasty, but a negative email from someone who told me that I sell a grip fighting course on my website, and he said that the grip fighting course that I sell on my website was just too basic, right? Too basic for him. And this guy's a white or blue belt, and I was like, okay, man, that's fine. And again, I don't take it personal, just it is what it is. The grip fighting stuff works for me. It works for guys like Chad, who just won the Vegas Open. It works for my students who are doing really well. So I'm like, whatever, man, it's working for us. We're going to continue to using it. I'm just sharing information, right? I'm just sharing with you. Hopefully it's useful to you. And that same day, I got an email from one of my buddies who is a black belt, and he was telling me, because he bought it, a couple months prior to this, that he was using it with his students, and they were able to use it to great effect in competition and in training and everything else. And he said it's been great. Thank you so much. And so you have the contrast, right? You have two people. One says it's too basic. The other one says it was awesome. I actually got some use out of it. One of them is less experienced, the other one's more experienced. So what is the difference there between the two? And so I wanted to sort of illustrate that with you guys a little bit, because I think it's important, because you guys now deal with a pretty unique problem in jiu-jitsu, especially you newer guys. So there's a difference. You got two different types of people that buy a series and information, right? When I say series, I mean DVDs, video series, books, any of that kind of stuff right there, where you're learning new techniques, concepts, anything in jiu-jitsu. You have collectors. Right? And collectors are the people that buy the series, buy the information, and they expect that to do the thing for them, right? And this is why you get people who are overweight, and then they buy the at-home workout, and they buy the diet, and they buy all this information, and then it just sits. And you look at the person 6 months later, and you don't see any change. It's because they bought the product expecting it to do the work for them. You have to do the work. And you see this sometimes with people. They'll buy a DVD, or they'll buy a series, they'll buy a book, they'll buy something, and then they won't really do anything with it, or they'll just kind of flip through it, and they'll expect it to kind of do the work. You got to go in, you actually have to drill, you have to execute, you have to try this stuff out. You can't just let it sit on the shelf. And then you have executors. So you have collectors, now you have executors. Executors are the people that it doesn't matter what they learn. They'll take any small little thing that they can get a hold of, and they work with it, and they refine it, they drill it, they use it, and they execute mercilessly. Right? And these are the same people where if you run into the gym, they're always adding something new into their game. They've always got a new technique. They're always trying something new out, and their game continuously improves because they're always working to execute things. And so for you guys that are out there, that unique problem that I was talking about is the fact that you guys have so much information. Like when I got into jiu-jitsu back in the day, back in 2003, information was there. You could find a little bit on the internet if you knew where to scour. And on, at home I had DVDs and I had things like that, but it's not like it is now. Like YouTube and all these things they're great. They really are great. I love them. But obviously, right? But you have to know how to use it, right? So whether you're going through YouTube, whether you're going through some video products that you bought, whether you go through seminars, or even the stuff that your coach teaches, right? Wherever you're absorbing this information, don't just let it go to waste. Hang on to it, focus on it, and use it. And that's such a powerful thing, right? Like this past month, we've spent 4 weeks so far in probably 70% of our classes focusing on back mount, right? For 4 weeks, so about a month, right? You better believe that I'm watching my guys, and even for my own self, I'm improving, but I'm watching my guys, and I'm watching them get better at the back mount. I'm watching them get better defending back mount. I'm watching them get better at submissions. And Chad went out to the Vegas Open this past week, and he was able to hit a choke, right? From the exact position that we were working, from the exact techniques that we were working, right? And that's because we've been just hanging on it over and over and over again, and we didn't let it go to waste. We executed. And so for you guys that are out there that are dealing with this unique problem of information overload, and you got all this stuff, and you're like, I don't know what to do with it, just take something. It doesn't matter what it is. Just pick something you want, something you want to use, something you want to get better with. Hang on to it and execute it. Use it. work with it. Don't let it go to waste. And like I said, I always advise people, I say like a month. Just give it a month. Try it for a month, see what happens. But I just wanted to sort of illustrate the difference there. Be an executor, don't be a collector.